There, how do you like that? Right? How's that for the evening? Basics of solar flare effects 101. Angry men and women taking out, boom, boom, boom. Not funny, but I'm being theatrical. Taking out their ex-partners in violent ways. Got a couple stories for you. Locally, a guy shot his girlfriend in the head. She was a mother. She is in the hospital now, fighting for her life. Do I know how to call it? Or do I know how to call it? Subject X, where you at? Do I know how to call it, or do I know how to call it? I know this town, I know this planet, I know this galaxy. I have the power to see the future. Come with me if you'd like to evolve your soul. And a very special hello to the lady from the grocery store if you showed up. I want to help you all. So watch out for who you fuck, who you bang, who you gang bang. You know what I mean? It's like, wow, people are like monkeys. Got a woman that was found in the tropics, we covered yesterday, with her tongue cut out. Okay, I'm going to say something real quick at the beginning. There are certain behaviors that women engage in that can attract predators. Saying this is never, ever saying that they deserved what they had coming to them, but some men do that. Some men, a lot of men do that. Yeah, buddy, in the comment section. All right? They do that. And I'm not consuming Delta, okay? And so, look, I gotta calm myself, okay? I've been up for 2 days, okay? So that it has a purpose, you know? It's hot. I can pick up on the beautiful essence of a Latina woman from a distance. And I saw one recently, and I see like them by the back, and not even their face. And I just like that one I saw at the place of books, and I just know they have spiritual power and beauty. I'm not into racial superiority, but they definitely are not inferior forms of life. No way, Jose. And so I'm at a park right now that I've spent a fair amount of time at here and there, right? So we're talking about things in this reality today. And so it's not just people taking out their partners. With the solar flare rise, you have people basically filled with emotion. And I don't want to get super technical. I don't know how long I want to be on this video. I just want to put it out there that when we go through these changes and new moons and full moons, and we have a supernova coming up, and then we came out of a total solar eclipse, somehow we're affected by this behavior, and most people don't know how or why. And then you have certain astrological alignments and planetary alignments that can influence people towards warfare also. And so just keep in mind that while you see the wars taking place worldwide, and then around the world, that the people are at war too. Like, I wonder what it's like to be a young person, 18, 19, 20, and have no knowledge and education about what's going on in this world. Maybe some of them don't want to know, right? That's a very dark place to be, to where you're programmed by high school, you're programmed by apps, you're programmed by screens, you're programmed by your boyfriend, you're programmed by your mother, you're programmed by your boss in the place of books. Like, these are not good influences that a lot of people have. And so, somebody might say in the comments, let's go back to that, she shouldn't have been dressed that way, or she shouldn't have been, let's see her text messages. But then someone else can come and say, but that's not an excuse. That's not an excuse. But what I have to say is both those points are important. To point out that there's no excuse for ripping out a tongue. There's no excuse for killing. But there are dumb things that people do. Let me give you an example so you won't be defensive if you're female. I was told when I was a drug addict in 1998, 1999, to not walk around the streets with a big wad of cash. Know what I mean? That's dumb. There are women out there that are walking around the streets with big fat wads of cash, fancy cell phones, and having their ass out. There are many ways in which a woman can benefit. Basically, from their perspective, some of them, there's way more to benefit from being highly sexual, owning fans, advertising what you're not selling, just living that lifestyle of glorifying your body and then using it as a vehicle instead of your character to get you far. And that is something that I feel is dangerous in the earth plane because people get taken advantage of. And so there's psychopaths out there. Basically, there's an aspect of what Satan's doing. It's programming certain women to act in really extreme behavior ways. I'm not really going to articulate that. We see in the videos about some of these stories when they do a slideshow, you can, if you're like me and you're sensitive, get a readout on energy. Basically get a readout on energy as to what is going on the actual picture. You know, looking at the face. And then you pick up on, you know, a sinister nature A sinister nature and an evil nature is never then a death sentence, but it's good to be aware of the patterns. When you begin to see a pattern, whether you like it or not, of certain people that are acting in certain ways that are not healthy, then the devil comes on the other side, not God, but the devil comes on the other side, and then you have women being murdered by unstable men. These unstable men, some of them that are killing, they may think some of them that they're doing God's work, like serial killers, but they're not. They're doing the devil's work. So with the solar flares and sex, well, there's more sex when the sun is more active. But most of the people having sex have no knowledge about that. Even if they're having sex out under the sun and they're enjoying the sun, they may not know about the influence of the sun other than the sun's light and warmth. They may not know about the sun's influence over their libido and their testosterone and their load, so to speak. You know what I mean? The load, you got it. The stronger the solar flares, the bigger the male load. Female, not sure. There's a moon cycle influence. This is basics of life, fundamentals. This is why, unfortunately, you have the unstable men raping and fucking during the solar maximum years, because they think they have a right, some of them. They don't know about the solar flares. They don't know about discipline, the need for discipline. The devil's agents are all over this world, basically, in cars and bikes and planes, trains and automobiles and the whole 9 yards, on the hunt. Many unconscious men are nothing more than hunting for partners and rape victims. I'm not attacking men. I'm just saying unconscious men that are not of the light are nothing but fornicators with their dicks out looking for some woman to molest or play the game with. That's just, it's the facts of life. The facts of life. The facts of life. The facts of life. It's just the facts of life. And so it's just the facts of life that when you have solar flares, right? When you have these things taking place, there's going to be issues. Okay? Now, in a more ideal world, I just want to be clear here. People would be more conscious about their sex. I think that sex is a good thing, not a bad thing. But the issue is that the sex needs to be more positive. Sex isn't the problem. Sex is healing. It's that so much of the sex that this world promotes is corrupted. It's nasty. It's dirty. I'm about to get an STD test in the next week, so in case I have a partner in the future, I can tell her with honesty, I'm all good. You need to be honest with your partners, and if you're clean, then you can have some fun. Let's listen to Fight to the Top. What do you think about that? Yeah, buddy. we've got here is a deranged society that is at war with itself. Spirit at war with itself. On the outside, we see men and we see women. But on the inside, there's something else. And so the struggle that's happening with us and our people, it's a struggle within ourselves.
Never cared for what they say. Never cared for games they play. Never cared for what they do. Never cared for what they know. And I know, yeah. So close, no matter how far. Couldn't be much more from heart. Forever trusting who we are. No, nothing else matters.
All right, so we're going to talk. We're going to talk about violent sex. Why? Why are we this way? Why are we made this way? Why have they bastardized us? And so basically, we as humans are encoded with violent procreation programming to where people actually hate the people that they're fucking, where people actually hate certain genetics and want to rape the genetics and alter the genetics through rape, not love. Sex is not love automatically, but sex with love is awesome. But sex is also a weapon. And so right now, unfortunately, there is rape going on. There's kidnapping going on. There's a lot of violence that these spirits are unleashing on each other. So we're in a very unusual world that through sexuality, the spirits go to war on each other. War is not just apparently conducted. It's like I'm going into channel. War is not just conducted in the way that you might think. It's conducted in the bedroom. Okay, and so in 2012, by the way, when he was going to rape her, okay, that guy that was called over by the woman who I was seeing, that was 2012. That was Soar Maximum. So there is going to be, whether you know it or not, whether you like it or not, whether you're into it or not, more sex during Soar Maximum, and there's going to be more angry sex, and there's going to be more people killing people over somebody having sex. We have a woman pouring fire or gasoline, lighting a man, a 40-year-old man who was having sex with her 18-year-old daughter. She had him lit on fire, okay? My question was he hurting the girl during the sex, right? Maybe it would be justified if, like, you know, she was being raped or something, but just having sex by itself and consensual, two consensual adults, but perhaps the mother had a reason, but it's not okay to light people on fire, okay? So we'll just go back and forth between a few songs here and then some information. We're going to go at random here to
Some men like to hear.
So basically, it's been my suggestion to people for years that people, work out, meditate, release the energy, release the energy. Sex, working out, food, cooking, bearing children, animal husbandry, homesteading, qigong, yoga, dancing, but not ballet and not stripping, but real dancing, love and light. The solar flares are powerful, and I can feel how powerful they are driving in, okay? And, it's a very interesting time to be alive right now. Okay? And so there's a lot of energy right now on the ground, on the earth, and the earth gets charged up from the sun, and we get charged up by standing on the earth, right? And so it's very important that people understand that these are high energy periods, all right, to do shit. And so I do believe that children, not that I'm telling you to have children, Gloria love. But I believe that children born during solar maximum are more gifted. Okay?
Tonight it's very clear as we're both lying here. There's so many things I wanna say. I will always love you. I would never leave you alone. Sometimes I just forget, say things I might regret. It breaks my heart to see you crying. I don't wanna lose you. I could never make it alone. I am a man who will fight for your honor. I'll be the hero you're dreaming of. We'll live forever, knowing together that we did it all for the glory of love. You keep me standing tall. You help me through it all. I'm always strong when you're beside me. I have always needed you. I could never make it alone. I am a man who will fight for your honor.
My friend told me today, she wasn't very happy with me. And she's not happy with what I said about Subject F, my ex. And she's not happy with me either. But this song you're listening to, I dedicated to her. And I sent to her via email. Because I did stand up for her honor when she was fired in 2009 for no fucking reason. And I stood up for her honor, and I chastised the person that fired her. And I said any place that would get rid of their best employees doesn't deserve to exist. And it was epic. And they realized that I was serious and that I was hurt. Subject F stayed in my bed with me that night, but nothing happened because we were done with that. But she stayed with me in my bed that night that she was fired. She slept with me. But the energies of Portland divided us forever, and I just have to move on. So let's move on. So, I'm not going to claim to be a perfect little anything. But I am a child of God. This video, this song that I'm about to play for you, I'm going to be editing together possibly, clips from the news in which they talk about a girl that was kidnapped and trafficked and basically thrown from a moving car, shot in the dark by Ozzy Osbourne. Think about this as you listen to this song. Go ahead and think about those stories about these girls that have been taken and used like property and then discarded like animals on the freeway of America, and then ask yourself how this fucking could happen to us. How could they fucking do this to us? How could they fucking do this to us? How could they allow these websites to exist that have brainwashed so many? So many have been shot in the dark.